We interrupt our regularly scheduled programming because we have an awesome, exciting book from Fantagraphics coming out this week that I have to show off. And that is The Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers, High Times, and Misdemeanors. Stay tuned and watch this video until the end. And we're back. My name is Taylor. This is Taylor Talks Comics. What I was referring to earlier when I was saying regularly scheduled programming is because all month of October, every single day, I've put out a new video covering a different horror comic. Don't fret if you've been following that content. Later today, I will have a video on a horror comic. But please subscribe so you don't miss out on any of that content. And I'm on the road to 3,000 subscribers, so I'd love all of your help in that just by hitting that subscribe button with the bell notification icon. And please give the video a thumbs up and comment down below with any of your thoughts on these comics or any other comics. I reply to all comments, and those kinds of things help the YouTube algorithm put my videos in front of the eyeballs of people that don't know my channel exists. All right, so today we are talking about the Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers, High Times and Misdemeanors hardcover. This is the fifth hardcover in the line of Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers that Fantagraphics has put out so far. I will do a video showing off all of them so far because I do have all of them now. But real quickly, I just want to show you the spines and how great they look on the shelf. So this is all of them so far that have come out. So they all have like a nice matching pattern here. They have released them out of order. Kind of similar to what they've done with the Carl Barks library too. Release them out of order. It's not really necessary to read them in order anyways, and they're kind of just hitting the high spots first, and then eventually they'll have the whole collection. I think there's going to be 7 volumes total. Now there is a little bit of a snafu here, I must point out. This is the newest volume that I'm covering today, and it does say volume 2 on it, but 7th Voyage and Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers also said volume 2. And if you look on the inside cover, this is supposed to be volume 3, so they put the wrong volume number on there. But not the biggest crime, in humanity. It's still a great book and well worth the purchase price. I don't know if on future reprintings they'll fix that. And I don't know how much it really bothers you. I just love having all these comics on my shelf in these nice formats. Because previously they've reprinted these in a number of different formats, like paperbacks, like thick paperbacks. So the idea with this line is to collect everything that Gilbert, Shelton, and Dave Sheridan did, which includes all the Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers comics, as well as Fat Freddy's Cats and the Nerds. You can see this is the back cover here. And it talks about that. Dave Sheridan, Gilbert Shelton's Nerds, advanced motoring tips, and some other comics and things. But these are really beautifully designed. I always try to give credit to the designer. Let's see if I can find out who designed these. Justin Allen Spencer, that's right. And they all have die-cut covers, which is fun. So you see, open it up, and you get the full image there. Really cool. And then here's the title page. And this matches the in papers here on the back side, because the in papers here, obviously, there's a die-cut cover, so you need to change that up. On the in papers here, if you get rid of that glare, this is Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers and that awesome, trippy lettering. And then here's the title page with all the credits and things. And then here's the table of contents, showing you everything that it collects, including some credits on who works on things. Because Gilbert Shelton was like the main guy that I think started Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers, and Dave Sheridan came on board. I don't know exactly how it says created by Gilbert Shelton. So Dave Sheridan came on board later. And it does split up the credits on who did what on things. And then you get into it. And I believe that these are all collected chronologically from how they were originally released. So you'll get, and Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers was serialized in a number of things. From The Rag, which was a underground, well, not underground, it was a student magazine publication from Austin, Texas. And that's where it started in, I think, 1968. And then it would go on to be serialized into comic book single issues by Dave Sheridan and Gilbert Shelton, with Ripoff Press, which was their own publishing company they came out with to print and publish underground comics. And then eventually Gilbert Shelton and Dave Sheridan were doing work in Zap Comics, which is like the ultimate underground kind of superstar, super band, super group kind of thing, where you had guys like Robert Crumb, S. Clay Wilson, you had Spain Rodriguez, Gilbert Shelton, all these underground cartoonists doing great stuff in Zap Comics. So you can see that as I'm flipping through here, you're getting a mixture of black and white strips as well as color strips. Now it's in this volume that Fat Freddy's Cat becomes a weekly comic book strip, a comic strip that appeared in a newspaper. So those are all collected in here. So you see like 2 strips are on this one page. And you'll see some of these color strips in here as well. Now I don't know all of the breakdown as far as when it was in color, it appeared here. When it was in black and white, it appeared there. It could have very well... I've never seen any single issues of Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers either. I've always read it in the big collections. So I don't know if the single issues had a thing where it's like, because of the 8-page signature, they had like 8 pages of colored strips and then black and white strips. I don't know how that breaks down. But I do know is that these are some of the funniest comics you'll ever read. And some of the greatest cartooning in a comic book you'll ever read. These are stoner comics, I call them. So if you're familiar with like Cheech and Chong or Bill and Ted, Harold and Kumar, or Trailer Park Boys, which is on Netflix, which is a hilarious series that I think is actually really intelligently written, even though that's about a bunch of dumb idiots in a trailer park. Big Trailer Park Boys fans, but that's kind of reminiscent of the kind of comedy you'll get here. Also kind of reminiscent of like Adult Swim animation cartoons, animated cartoons like we think like Family Guy and Bob's Burgers, but also like the Adult Swim stuff like Robot Chicken or C Lab 2021, that kind of thing. That kind of humor too, it's very cartoony, but it's made for adults. And I call them stoner comics because the Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers, Phineas, Franklin, and Fat Freddy, are all drug addicts. They're all obsessed with getting marijuana, cocaine, whatever it is, at all times. And that's kind of the impetus for a lot of the comedy. It's not too different than like Garfield being obsessed with lasagna, only they're obsessed with drugs and whatnot. And it all displays all their hijinks that they get into, whether it be trying to obtain drugs or trying to hide the fact that they do drugs or trying to get jobs to afford the money to pay for the drugs, that kind of thing. But it's truly hilarious, and Gilbert Shelton is just a master cartoonist. I kind of like it when it's black and white a little bit better. Like the color stuff is good too. Like the coloring, I think a lot of it's painted too. The coloring, like that. I think this is like painted artwork on that one. But some of the black and white line art is just like amazing with all the cross hatching and detail in there. Very reminiscent of like an R. Crumb and those Zap guys. Anyways, like it fits right in line with that. But they came out of Texas. But then they moved to San Francisco to then join up with the Zap crew and all the other undergrounds and things to kind of help each other out with their publishing and stuff. So in the back here, you do get What's in This Time Capsule by Kit Brash. This is written by Kit Brash. It's a little biographical, historical context of Sheridan and Shelton. Well, here's a cool thing here. So Give Me Liberty was a cartoon history of the American Revolution by Gilbert Shelton, Ted Richards, Gary Halgren, and Willie Murphy. Here's like a advertisement that they pulled for only $3.50. I think we're going to see a reprint of this in a nicer format from Fantagraphics in the future. Might see it on a future catalog video on my channel. So that's like all the background and stuff, context for them. And then here's Jay Lynch doing his own version of Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers. I think they called him they had some funny name for him too in the table of contents, like Jaybert, Lynchbert or something. Let me see what it is. Jaybert Lynchton. So Jay Lynch is another underground cartoonist, and you can see his different style of Phineas, Fat Freddy, and Franklin. But really unique comics. I think they still hold up today. A lot of they have like a lot of social political commentary as well. A lot of eco-friendly commentary and things too throughout here that all still hold up today, and they're all still seriously some of the funniest comics I've ever read. Like actually make me laugh out loud funny in these. First appearances, here's where a lot of these issues and stories originally were published, which is a cool little factoid if you're trying to pick up some of these single issues and things. Here's some of their advertisements. Here's some what was this, original painting by Dave Sheridan for the Thoroughly Ripped Off paperback collection. So it's one of the old collections. And you get some other one-panel strips and things throughout here, the rest of these, with some annotations of where they came from or what they're referring to. And that's it. So, so far we have, I guess in order, let's do that. We have The Seventh Voyage of the Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers and Other Follies, High Times and Misdemeanors, Grassroots and Other Follies, In the 21st Century and Other Follies, and The Idiots Abroad. So there should be 2 more volumes. I think we have one more coming out later this year, early next year, and then the last volume should come out in 2025, giving us the entire collection of Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers in these nice hardcovers. I'm excited about it. Let me know your thoughts. Comment down below. If you're a underground comics fan or fan of the Fabulous Furry Freak Brothers, there is a TV show also out, animated series on Tubi, which is a free streaming app if you're looking for free content, free streaming. But it has Woody Harrelson, Pete Davidson, John Goodman, and Tiffany Haddish. So quite the all-star cast there doing the voices. I've not watched it yet. If you have, let me know in the comments if it's worth watching. I just prefer the comics usually, but that cast does have me intrigued though. So let me know those thoughts as well. And please subscribe. Again, I'm on the road to 3,000 subscribers. I need your help. I'm trying to get there by the end of this year. It's going to be very, very close. And then stay tuned. Later today, I will have a horror comic overview for you guys. Thank you guys, and have a great day. Keep talking comics.